First and foremost, I want to say this is how you grow a beard, Eric. 2 weeks since I freshly shaved, and it's almost come back into its full glory. So I just want to point that out to you. So, surprise, I am back. Decided it was time to kind of come back and do video as we creep closer to the playoffs. It's now when these things get exciting. Kind of realized over the years that every week they kind of get dejected and it's not much added and it's a lot of stuff you can just look up on Yahoo. But um, what we got going forward here in this one, I contemplating bringing in my good friend Steve Kornacki to break down some playoff scenarios, but we're just not there yet, right? We only have two scenarios to play out, so I just felt like it wasn't right. But there is some value to add to this video of showing what's left on the docket and the road to get to seven, right? And that's the common theme that we've talked about for years. Nothing's new. Get to seven. And then when you get to the playoffs, we can watch horrifically as Eric somehow crashes and burns. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Here is everybody's final 4 weeks. So let's start with obviously first place, Sam J, who's 9-1. Last year, Kara had the greatest all-time record at 12-2, ended up being 14-2, and Sam is on his way to dethroning that right now. Theoretically, 6 wins away from having the best season of all time. Couple interesting things about Sam J. Sam, congratulations. You can't play for the Dumper. That toilet isn't going to be in your household with your name on it, but so congratulations. I mean, that's always our goal, right? Usually when we get to 7, you're pretty much guaranteed a playoff spot. But in this particular case, 9-1. You're just, no matter what you do, you're never going to drop out of the playing in the Final Four. So you can clinch a playoff spot. You can be one of the only teams to clinch a playoff spot going into Week 11. You just need a win and either Dana, Travis, or Kyle loss. One of those 3 things, and you kind of get that there. So, Sam, there you go. You got the road. It's pretty much a golden ticket road to the playoffs. Now we go to Kara, who's in second place at 7-3. It's a 2-game buffer with 4 to go for kind of getting that bye. There is no clinching scenario here. It's just another week. That's why it's just me this week. But if you look forward, you got Sam J, Travis, Kyle, Sam B to go through. So you got the number 1. We got 1 versus 2 again. Last time was not as impressive. You got some people fighting for playoff spots for sure. You're going to get the best down the line here. So, it's not a cakewalk and by any means of the imagination, but this is your remaining. Get to Eric. 6-4, third place. Still looking for that magic number of 7 that pretty much guarantees you're going to be in the playoffs. Nothing to be born yet. Does have Travis, Kyle, Sam B, Adam again. We see some people fighting for a playoff spot. Going to give the best challenge. If we're going by 7 to get to the playoffs, Eric, you could kind of just lose all the way down, knowing that you got Adam at the end. It's kind of like the proverbial being Packers in 2011 when they have to face the 0-15 Lions. So there you go. He's coming in at 4th here on a hot 2-game losing streak. Not looking so hot. 6-4. Again, no playoff clinching scenarios this week. The reason why we're not too worried about JB is besides this one, look what we got here. Especially at the end. If you're not wanting JB to get a first round bye and get the playoff mania again, looking this at the end of his year is pretty spectacular. So I'm going to tread lightly here. the person that I personally feel is most in the best position is the hottest team right now in our league. CJ Stroud dropping 50. I think it's like a 3-game winning streak. Dana at 5-5, now in 5th place. The team is firing on all cylinders. You know, you're only 2 games away from getting that proverbial. But if we take a look at rest of Dana's schedule, it kind of is stars aligning to possibly be that underdog that can shoot to the top. I mean, look at right now, Sam B, Adam, Bob, Meredith. This is your bottom 4. These are the people playing for the dumper, and Dana gets to go through each one of them at the end of the year here. This is setting up to be either the catapult to possibly putting a belt in the Harvey household, or possibly the most horrific tank job that we have ever seen. Ball's in your court, Dana. Auto drafting into mediocrity. He's currently in 6th place with a 5-5 record, but the opposite of what we saw with Dana is what we see with Travis, right? Travis has a murder's row to get to the playoffs. Eric, Kara, Sam J, Kyle. I mean, 1, 2, 3, right? Like, those are no easy tasks. And you got to try to find 2 wins so you can say maybe this is your win here. But you got to find 1 win in this section right here. You know, could be a very difficult upward path for Travis. Kyle, he's our first team just out of the playoffs. The last 4 5-5 teams right now not playing for the dumpers. So if you're not going to make the playoffs, these 2 spots are going to be. But again, like Travis, the path is very, very hard. JB, Eric, Kara, and then Travis, who's fighting for that too. So again, you take that as the win for Kyle. You got to find 1 more in there, and again, it's 2, 3, 4th place. So it is not an easy path to get up into the playoffs there for Kyle. Katie, 4-6, 8th place. Katie took a huge loss last night. The difference between 5-5 and moving up into like 7th and being, closer to it, and 4-6 is right now is huge. We need 3 wins, right, to get to that again. We're going to keep quoting. The magic number is 7. And you look at Katie's schedule, it's not impossible to get there, right? Adam, Bob, Meredith, right? It's the bottom 3. This is what you want to see in a row when you need those wins because you're strong. You're at the apex. Because at the end of the year, you've got Sam J, right? So this is going to be a hard one. You don't want this game to dictate your playoff, right? So if you lose any one of these games, this game becomes crucial. So the margin for error is very small here. The window is open. Gotta capitalize, Katie. Now we're getting into our Dumper Bowl contestants. Meredith, 9th place at 4-4. Again, the room for error is infinitesimally small. If you're breaking down, you got Bob, Sam J, Katie, and Dana. So you gotta find 1 win between this Sam and Dana. And you got to take care of business here on the Bob and Katie matchups. So not as easy of a path. Looking pretty difficult, but it definitely starts this week. You got to take care of the business this week and keep this going. So Sam B is the last of our 4 and 6 competitors where you have a little room for error. We're in 10th place here. So looking at this brutal schedule, right, this is not an easy path of any sorts of imagination. It's not even easy to try to even imagine, okay, let's just write off the playoffs and let's just get to that first round behind the consolation bracket. You got Tina, Jamie, Eric, and Kara. So, I mean, it's definitely a murder's row, and you can only lose 1 to have a theoretical shot at anything here. So, not undoable. Got faith in you. Got that Taylor magic behind you. But this is the hill that Prometheus has to climb up. So Bob, a 3-7, 11th place, having what I've been hearing through the grapevine, just one of the worst fantasy years in his existence. So no envy there. So I'm in a family league with like 4 kids and a bunch of people that never play fantasy football, and I'm in 7th place. So, go figure, right? You got Meredith, Katie, Dana, and myself here. You have no room for error, right? You got to win all 4. You can start off right. You got kind of a winnable one here. Then it just gets really hard. And I'm even talking about you can probably only lose 1 to really have a good shot at taking that first round bye there. So that's your uphill climb. You might really be trying to look for week 15 waivers and stats of how you're going to avoid playing in the Dumper Bowl. I would say, but not least, but Adam, 12th place, 2-8. What can you say, right? Sometimes it's not just your year, right? So Adam technically hasn't unclinched anything, right? He still has a theoretical shot at the playoffs, but that all ends this week with a loss. And either 2 of the following people, Dana, Travis, Kyle, win. So if Adam loses and Dana, Travis, Kyle, 2 of those win, Adam will clinch a consolation bracket playoff. Katie, Dana, Eric, and JB. I would say it's like an uphill climb, but like really, we're looking towards next year, right? We're really just, this is what it is, and let's roll the dice and good luck and see what happens in a couple weeks at the Dumper Bowl, right? So that's it. It's pretty simple, right? Just gotta win. Just win, baby. It's pretty, just go do it, right? I don't know how to do it, but, Sam J apparently has it all figured out. So, hope you've enjoyed the return of the videos, because it's something to look forward to now that we're starting to creep into the holiday season. There's only one thing really left to do. Still got it, guys, right, from the draft party. So, hey, right, just win, baby. Just win. And I'll see you on the Fantasy Gridiron. Woo. JB, what are you doing? Who said that? You know who said that. I don't know who this is. I'm not the one wasting away my time. I just got done making a pretty mid video, and now I'm gonna play some Final Fantasy 16. Who is this? Your best friend. Steve Kornacki? No, the Savior. I don't know. It's about time I return to the videos. Make the videos great again.